Hi guys, my name is Owen, Van Trekking Lifestyle. This is the van we travel around in, and these are the chairs we take with us. And many of you have reached out to us and asked us, why these three chairs? And so I thought today I'd take a few moments and tell you how we landed on these three particular chairs, what criteria we use to decide which ones we take with us, and well, which is the best, which is the worst. Now I'll start out by telling you this. Not every chair is perfect. There is no perfect chair. Every chair, the three that we bring with us, each one of them has a specific purpose that it just knocks it out of the park. And each one of them has something about it that we're going, wow, that's not the greatest. So what makes a good RV camping chair? Not a backpacking chair, but an RV camping chair. Well, here's what's important to us. Comfort, durability, back support, being lightweight, being something that folds up easily, but also sets up very easily, something that takes very little room in the storage area of your RV, and it would help if it's versatile, meaning you can lounge in it, you can take a nap in it if you want to, you can sit at a table and eat or work, or you can take it to a soccer game and set it up and tear it down very quickly. It may swivel, it may not. It may lean back so you can lounge in it. In other words, if it's really versatile, the more things you can do with one chair, the more you're going to be glad you brought that chair and not another one. So, looking at all three of these, here they are. This is the lightest one that we have. It's the T6 swivel chair, and it sets up and tears down the easiest of any that we have, and it folds away and takes the least amount of space in our storage. And it's one of my favorites. To be quite honest, it's not my wife's favorite though, because it doesn't have any head support. But for me, I like the fact that it swivels around and it's comfortable, and I can look over here and I can rock, I can do things. So I like that. It's relatively easy for me to sit at a table and work. It's relatively easy to sit at another table or a picnic table and eat. It's something I can sit back and lounge. It's low enough to the ground that I can stretch out and get comfortable and lean back. And Lynn has found me asleep in this chair many, many times. It's the chair I grab when I want to play my guitar. It's our extra chair if someone comes up and wants to sit with us. It is a very, very nice chair. You can tell I love this chair. Let's move on to the Pico chair, because when we bought our Travado 8 years ago, this was the chair that we bought to take with us. To be truthful, this is the third Pico chair we have purchased, and it's the only one that still works. They have a little issue, but they do one thing really, really well, and it's the reason we take it with us. They have the best back support of any chair that we have that we've ever sat in for being in an RV. So if one of us is having a back issue, if we need back support, and we feel like that, as you get older, you're going to have issues with your back, then this is the chair that we grab. It's pretty good with pockets and things, and it's got that. It's relatively easy to set up. It's relatively easy to tear down. It takes up a different kind of small amount of space. It's not a tube. It's going to take up a little bit more, like it fits in a pizza oven in a small RV or a van, kind of thing like that. But it doesn't take up a lot of room. The only gripe we have about it is, out of three that we purchased and they're relatively expensive, only one still works. And many people that we talk to have the same issue. It's not as durable. Eventually, the piece that holds this leg that pulls apart will get to where it will not catch anymore, and you'll find yourself kind of lying on the ground eventually, and it'll give way. Now, let's move on to as my grandfather would say, the Cadillac version of all the chairs we take with us. This last one, this is the Nemo Stargazer chair. And it has a reason it's named a Stargazer chair. You can lean back and look up at the stars. But more than that, you can use this chair just like a hammock. You can sit here and rock back and forth. You can lean back and take a nap. It has really, really good back support. It's built out of really sturdy aluminum. It's put together well. It's so well thought out. for us, when we're looking for a chair that we can sit out by the campfire or out in the campsite and just sit back and just relax and rest after going for a hike, this is the chair we go to. We have two of them that travel with us, and I guess they'll always travel with us until something better comes along. They pack up into a small container, and they're relatively easy to take out of that container and to put together. But they're difficult to fold back up every time and put back into that little bag and put it up. But it is a little difficult to get that thing to stuff back down in there. It just barely fits in the bag. So that's one con for this chair. The other one would be if you need to sit at a table and work, this one's not the chair you're going to go to. If you need to sit at the table and eat dinner, it's not going to fit up underneath a picnic table. It's also not really good if you want to sit around and put your hands over the fire pit. You know, you can sit there and lounge around the fire pit and you can't beat it for that. But if you want to put your hands out and get warm, you're literally just rocking up. So let's talk about which one's the easiest to get in and out of all these three chairs. And that's important. This one, there's two ways to get out. You can get up without any help, or you can put your hands right here and push up. It's pretty easy to get out of. The Pico chair is at a good height. It feels very sturdy. This is aluminum here. You put your hands here and you can push up with your arms. Very, very easy to do. This little guy here, there's nothing to help you, but it's at the perfect height for me, so it's pretty easy to get in and out of. The Pico chair is the easiest to get in and out of for sure. Okay, let me give you a little demonstration of how you put each one of these up, because I think that's pretty important. This one's pretty easy, but the more you use it, the more that's going to happen to you, to where you have to rock it back and forth, and eventually it'll close up, and you have one little Velcro strap that goes there, and then it goes in a bag. If you want to do that, we rarely use the bag, and then you can put that up. This one's a little different. You take all four legs, fold them together. It's got a little Velcro strap that's attached, and then you have little buttons that hold the support arms out. You push all those in, and you can see how quickly this happens. You fold that up, and then the strap goes around it, and you're done. It fits in this little carry bag. Now this one, there are two ways of putting this guy up. You can put it up to travel, and we put it all the way in the bag to travel. But when we're putting it up for night, in other words, we're going inside for the evening, we simply take this off, fold both of them together, got a little bug, and we can put it in the garage of the van. And all this folds up and fits in this little Nemo bag. Now that's what I was talking about before. You can do it. It's one of those things where you just wish the bag was 20% bigger. It would be a lot easier to get it in there. I need to put these other chairs back together because we're going to have one final test. Doesn't get much easier than that. When it works, that Pico chair is so easy. But this is too. Now this one, it's a little harder to put together. So, of these three chairs, if I could pick one of these chairs, which one would it be? It's going to surprise you. For all the reasons, I would pick the T-Sec chair. The swivel chair just fits me perfectly. It's so easy to carry around. It's so easy to put up. So it would be the chair I would choose to take if I could only take one. Now I probably spend more time in this one. Lynn would tell you, I spend more time lounging in this one than any other one. But that one has a use for me, and if I could only take one, I would take that one. Now, it'll be interesting for me to see. I'm going to bring my beautiful wife around and let her do the same thing. Which one would she choose?
I think I know which one I would choose, but I'm going to sit in them again because it's been a while since I've actually sat in all three of them, all but the Stargazer. And this one is comfortable. I do like that it, you know, turns. I like to move around and stuff. It is harder to get out of. I've always loved the Pico chair. It was really hard for me to decide to get the Stargazer because I was so sold on this and I'm really comfortable. However, it doesn't have any place for my head, and I really like having head support. Kind of plop down in this one. This one to me is definitely the most comfortable, but I'll be honest with you, it is, to me, it's a pain to put up and tear down.
These bottom poles come out. Okay.
So it kind of fits in there.
Once that's in there like that, I pull this out, fold it down, do the same thing on this one. And if that's all you had to put in this little bag, you'd be golden. Fold it over right there, fold this strap in, fold it halfway, put it in there. Now you start to close it back up again.
It's all about the stuffing.
Yeah, it's just like 5 pounds of crap in a 2-pound bag is what it ends up being right now. But now just stuffing it in. But
it's in there.
No matter what you do, eventually it'll get in there. Then you can pick it up. And that's the size of the bag for the Nemo Stargazer.
So if I could only bring one chair, I'm not sure.
That's it?
No, I don't think so. I think it'd have to be the Stargazer.
I kind of knew that was going to be the chair Lynn was going to land on. Of all the chairs we've ever sat in, it is the most comfortable. You may have one that you like even better than these three, and if you do, how about telling us down below what's your favorite chair and why is it your favorite chair and why do you think I might like it or Lynn may like it? Links to each one of these will be down below. And just know this, we're not telling you that this is the best chair because I think it's the best chair, or this is the best chair because Lynn thinks it's the best chair. These just fit us best. Now, you're going to have to really sit in them and you're going to have to really try. And I think it's going to have to be like anything else in life. You're going to have to go through some lemons before you get something that's really, really good and fits you perfectly. And when you do, hang on to it. Thanks a lot for checking in with us during this midweek video. We hope this is what you guys were asking as far as why we choose to take the chairs we take. And we appreciate you being part of our journey. Until we see you down the road one of these days, happy tails.